everyone. Yeah, welcome back. I filmed nothing yesterday. Today we're disc harrowing and here is 175 on the disc, making a nice job of it now, to be fair. He's kind of doing two runs there in one really, because he's half overlapping what he just done, but it's very, very stony here. Very stony. And a massive cave just opened up right in front of us. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Just as literally, I just see it there while I was talking, just after opening up. So I better mark that, because if he drives into that, that's the end of my front axle. Whoa, end of myself nearly as well. Yeah, I better show the driver that when he comes down. Anyway, what we'll do here now next is let this dry out a bit, and then when he has it all given the two runs, he'll turn around and give it one more run. Then I'll get the farmer to roll it. Then I'm going to come in and power harrow it, and then we'll be able to land level it, and that should be that. Then we'll seed it as our last step. I just landed on with the mulcher because the headlands needed a bit of a tidy up. They were overgrown apart, so that's why I'm here with that. But yeah, I want to stop filming and show him this, because that's pretty dangerous now. Welcome back. We're just mowing here. Mow with triples of group in it. I have a cracked disc on this one, but I'm just using one blade and I'm not using a blade on the other side, so fingers crossed it'll last for the rest of the day. I have one more place. I have 3 more stops with one more farm to mow after this, so just hope I'll get it blown out, and after today then silage is just going downhill. Jobs left, yeah, maybe 600-700 bales left after these jobs are done, but that's going to take another couple of weeks to do that, so not large amounts by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, nearly finished up for another year, so making good old progress in this one, but it is light. I am here now. I'm here not even 2 hours. I think there's 32 acres here. I'll have it finished within the 2 hours, so that's... They're clipping indeed, so I'll get it blown out. Like you can see, it's getting small after my next run. I just have this bit above and top, and then I am out of here. So yeah, I'll keep belting on and we will chat to you later. Hello everyone. Yeah, welcome back. I filmed nothing yesterday. Today we're disc harrowing and here is 175 on the disc, making a nice job of it now, to be fair. He's kind of doing two runs there in one really, because he's half overlapping what he just done, but it's very, very stony here. Very stony. And a massive cave just opened up right in front of us. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Just as literally, I just see it there while I was talking, just after opening up. So I better mark that, because if he drives into that, that's the end of my front axle. Whoa, end of myself nearly as well. Yeah, I better show the driver that when he comes down. Anyway, what we'll do here now next is let this dry out a bit, and then when he has it all given the two runs, he'll turn around and give it one more run. Then I'll get the farmer to roll it. Then I'm going to come in and power harrow it, and then we'll be able to land level it, and that should be that. Then we'll seed it as our last step. I just landed on with the mulcher because the headlands needed a bit of a tidy up. They were overgrown apart, so that's why I'm here with that. But yeah, I want to stop filming and show him this, because that's pretty dangerous now. I'm just here raking some grass with 110. This place, last spring, we reseeded this field, and it's doing very, very well. He's getting good crops off of it. This is the third cut off of it. But it's quite heavy soil, so dry weather really suited it, and I got a huge cut in the slurry before, you know, when it was cut off the last time. So yeah, it's lovely, lovely, lovely grass in this field. Yeah, one of the ones that turned out really, really well. I broke my mirror earlier on. An overgrown hedge, another thing that annoys me. Cut your hedges. So yeah, he's going down a narrow road and burst the mirror off. So I have to get one of those, but it's going to be a bit of a pain for the rest of the day because I'm going drawing bales. I'm going hooking this up to one of the trailers. The guys are over there. You can just see the baler and the trailer down there now. That's about 35-40 acres in that place, I think. And then we have another maybe 15 to do, and then we're back to this guy who has 710 and 4, I think is what he has. So what's that, 21 acres? So we should get all of them done today. So we'll probably be shoving up on the 400 bales maybe for today. And that would be nice, and that would take the pressure off, get all of those wiped out of it. So yeah, I'll stay moving. One more field after this, and then I'll head back and hook up a trailer. Just out dropping off the baler for the next job. Boys are loading up, probably the last load of bales, I'd say. I'm like your man in the Fast and the Furious. Remember the first one? Streets closed, pizza boy. Well, a friend of mine who watches the channel and has been with us from time to time said to me, maybe you should film a bit more of when it goes wrong. And usually when it goes wrong, I'm not really in the mood to be filming it. I just want to get things sorted and keep moving again. But anyway, today it has gone wrong, and it has gone very badly wrong. I will show you. So this is the 195, and the 195 isn't the problem. The problem is the 7550. I pulled the 7550 down to the very end of our yard last time we were using it. So much so I even just put the front mower into the drain. And now I have no spools, my ECCU is offline. So I think I know what happened. That the sunroof was left open when it was parked, and we've got a ferocious amount of rain. That's after coming down, and I think it's after ending up inside here, water that fell. So that's not good by any stretch of the imagination. But I checked powers going to the ECCU. Now I've made a phone call since we have two powers going to the ECCU. I checked one of them. I'm going to have to get a wiring diagram to check the other, because I'm not quite sure where it is. I knew where one of them was, but I didn't know where the other one was coming from, so I have to check that. So, and it's luckily they're interchangeable. I'll pull the ECCU out of the 195, stick it into this, see whether we're still offline. If we're still offline, that's probably, it's going to be a cheaper fix, but it's going to be a harder fix, because I have to try and find where our wiring, where it's probably just some connection now is after getting wet or something like that. So pull it out of the 195, stick it in this. If we're back online, then I know my ECCU is in trouble, which is easy change, but the downside to that is it won't be cheap. So yeah, I've went through fuses and all that kind of stuff. We've passed the basics now, and we're into the kind of heavier items. But look, in other news, our 195 is she's working away. She was working there all this morning. They were out land leveling with it, and no issues to report back so far, so that's very good. But while she's back here now, I'm going to whip out these ECCUs and see where our problem is. Right, so here we go. This is the 195 one, this is the 7551, same part numbers, but this is a different software version on it, but that won't, I can update that with the laptop anyway, if it works. Or like, if this works, what I'm probably going to do is throw the mowers off of this tractor and get it into the shed, and then open that up and see what kind of surprise I'm going to find inside there. But yeah, I'm just going to stick him in for now, see if our problem appears or disappears or whatever it does, and we'll take it from there. Right, so I've fitted the 195 ECCU. That's your FMGR for anyone who's interested. Just sits up here on top of this. In the tier 1s and 2s, they were inside that panel, but they're here in the tier 3s. And we still have a problem, so that means I have a problem on the plug, or a bit of a wiring problem or something like that. So that's going to take a lot of finding now. That's not going to be an easy one. So I have tier 2 wiring diagrams, but I don't have tier 3s. So maybe I might be able to get that up on the laptop actually. Yeah, I might be able. I'll plug her in there and I'll see will I be able to get the wiring diagrams up on the laptop. Right, so I have it narrowed down to, I tested all the wiring that's gone onto the ECCU in this one, and all our purples have power, but we also have a red here, which normally you would associate a red with a power, but there was nothing in this one. And I went over to the 195 and checked that, and that has power in that red wire. So all the wires are named, every wire is a name on these tractors, but unfortunately for me now, I do have to trace that wire and find out where it's going, because somewhere along the line on a connector or on a plug, that wire has an issue. So we've got to follow that along and see where that's playing up. So before I give hours chasing my tail inside there, I'm going to move out to this board and check what's going on here, because I have a funny feeling that loom going out of there is going in here, and there's less wires in here than there is out there, or there's less wires out here than there is in there. So I'll check here, see can I find my wire. If I can't find it, then at least I know it's not in that loom, and I don't have to go digging through every single one of these. I have them as far as here, but I'm losing them in the loom, so I'll have to open up the loom and see. But I'll check out here first and see if he's out here. Right, so I finally found it, even though I had checked all this already. I checked all this already. I must have just looked over it, or I don't know how I missed it. But anyway, I did miss it, but we're sorted now. I took out my board, and the board is perfect, but for some reason we've no power coming out of our, what's he called, X12 or something that plug is called. And this wire here is powering up our ECCU. You have two feeds. You have an ignition feed, which is the purple, and you have a constant, which is the red. And this lead is our constant, but we have no power whatsoever in him. So I'm going to give him power and see what happens, and we'll take it from there. Right, so I've been given a new power supply now. Some other day I will fool around, see why we're not getting power to our out of our central print onto the plug. But I've soldered the connection there and put on this wire, giving them power there, because it's a constant power to that anyway. So that's pretty much working the way it originally should. I've been using a bit of this lately, liquid electrical tape, and it's very good for those kind of things. You know, I hate using insulation tape because it's pretty much useless anyway. So we'll see now. Let's see whether the fruits of my labor have been in any way successful. We have a bit of life left in the laptop. I don't hear any controller faults coming up yet anyway, which is a good thing. Battery's pretty low on this laptop, so very low. Plug in your PC in now. Alright, put on our EST service tool. Our back pillar is back working. That was off as well because that's fed through your ECCU. Your ICU is fed through your ECCU. Hopefully we've enough power now, just not. Right, we'll manage without it. Just a service light warning on that one. Yeah, he's gone there now. No faults today. Right, so as it's a Saturday evening, I'm not going to finish off this job now. I know everything works now. The tractor's back, 100% functional, and that's the most important bit of the whole thing for me. So once that's sorted, all these bits and pieces can be put back together on Monday morning. Tomorrow we're going to a vintage show. It's on in Beaufort, County Kerry. If you're watching and you meet me there, sure, come up and say hello and we'll have an old chat and all the rest of us. So yeah, I'll stick this machine back together Monday. Stick the 195 back together Monday, because I had my controller was out of that as well. Just doing a bit of testing, but yeah, there we go. So that's it for me for this week. There's a video about that 195 there. There's a good bit of footage to throw together on that as well. Just give you a quick glimpse of her for this video, but we'll show it all in the next one. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that right now, and give a comment, give your feedback, and we'll chat to you all later.